welcome back to Power Lunch, where the European Commission has launched sweeping plans to liberalize television advertising under the biggest shake-up of European Union broadcasting rules since 1989. Well, for the first time, it will let TV producers, advertisers and broadcasters tap into the lucrative world of product placement, as well as enjoy greater flexibility on timing commercial breaks. Joining me now for this week's Media Beat is Yinka Adegoke. He is Deputy Editor at New Media Age, and Darryl Collis, he's Director at Seesaw Media. Darryl, well, shake-up, it would actually be potentially very good news, something new like product placement, direct comparison, something we've seen in the US market, you know, for many, many years, always banned in Europe. What does it really mean now for the strategy? Is it really such a relief?
It's a relief, I suppose, for the broadcasters and the producers of TV shows. It's also quite exciting times for us as a leading agency in this field, because what's happening is that it means that brands are going to now have the opportunity to be integrated into the program in a natural way, if you know, in a great way, and if that happens, then that could obviously generate a lot of revenue for the broadcasters and the producers if it's done right. Surely,
Darryl, the trend that we've been seeing, that advertisers are moving more and more, you know, towards the internet, the new media, the palm tops, the mobile phones, is not going to end. If nothing else, you know, there might be a little bit more spectrum for them to use now their traditional media. But it will not shelve them from that competition that is, you know.
No, I mean, I think the key thing about this is it's all about being in the content of the program. I mean, currently with advertising, they're talking about, you know, the demise of the TV spot and etc. And people are switching off with TiVo and Sky Plus, where you can fast forward through the commercials. So it's very important for brands and to be within the content of the program, if they're on the internet or whether the new media, the PDAs, when new media comes out with telephones and things like that, where you can watch your program on a phone. And all this happening, it's just around the corner. When all this happens, the brands want to be part of the content. They know, yes, I mean, traditional advertising will still be around, but they want to be part of the content. And by the new EU regulations, this has opened the door for them, which is great, great news.
Now, in terms of what you see in the future for 2006, 2007 in the media advertising business, who do you think is going to really capitalize on that regulation, or in general? What sort of trends can you see and crystallize?
I mean, I think Darryl's completely right in the sense that product placement will come into its own in the European markets. I think most countries, in particular in the UK, for example, a lot of businesses will take advantage of this, and I think the regulators in the UK, being Ofcom, will be fairly flexible on this one. They're going to follow that directive and encourage businesses to take advantage, because, like Darryl says, there isn't a very bright future for the traditional 30-second spot, and there needs to be cleverer ways for companies to integrate their brands and into content. Product placement is going to be a very important thing in the next couple of years.
Thanks very much indeed, Yinka Adegoke joining us. He's Deputy Editor at New Media Age. And Darryl Collis, thank you to you as well, Director at Seesaw Media.